While most people fade into the background as the years go by, these legendary figures have not only survived but thrived well into 2025. Whether it's their incredible resilience, love for their craft, or just a simple love for life, these stars continue to shine brighter than ever. So who are the oldest stars still alive in 2025? Get ready to be amazed as we look into the lives of these amazing people who have shown that age really doesn't matter. You should definitely hold on to your seats for Elizabeth Waldo, the musical explorer. Her story is truly fascinating, and at 106 years old, this musical marvel isn't just any musician. She's a true pioneer who brought the ancient sounds of Latin America to life. Imagine being so passionate about music that you don't just play it, you study its roots and bring forgotten melodies back to life. That's exactly what Elizabeth did as an ethnomusicologist. From playing her violin with masterful precision to Elizabeth has conducted whole orchestras. Her songs like Lost on Paradise Island and Song of Mexico are like musical time machines that take listeners to magical places. She turned her house into a living museum of musical instruments from around the world and shares her love of global music with everyone who comes to visit. Now that's what we call living life on a high note too. Karen Marshall was the dancing queen of Hollywood's golden age. Would you believe we have a living legend who danced her way through Hollywood's most glamorous era at an incredible 105 years young? Karen Marshall isn't just surviving, she's thriving. This amazing lady started her journey in show business back in 193.7 when movies were just discovering their sparkle and jazz. Can you imagine being Judy Garland's stand-in during the filming of the iconic Wizard of Oz? Well, that's exactly what Karen did, and she did it with such grace and style. But here's what makes Karen even more remarkable. She's a true survivor in every sense of the word. She got back on her feet after a terrifying plane crash in 1949. That would have made many people give up. She turned her love of dance into a beautiful new career as a dance instructor. Talk about turning lemons into lemonade. Since 1956, she has been sharing her love of movement and rhythm with new generations, proving that the show must and will go on. Jack Rader, Hollywood's evergreen star at 104 years old, is living proof that talent never gets old. Jack has been bringing characters to life in Los Angeles for longer than most of us have been alive. And get this, he didn't just fade into the background as the years went by. No, friends, this amazing actor kept performing, showing us all that age is just a number. Here's something that will blow your mind. In 2021, at the age of 100, Jack was still in front of the cameras as Commander Rader on the Flam Flam and Gorky show. This amazing man has seen Hollywood. Jack Rader has gone from making black and white movies to making modern digital masterpieces, and he's still going strong. 4. Jacqueline White. The story of Beverly Hills' brightest star, J. Aquilyn White, is like something out of a fairy tale. This stunning star, who is now 102 years old, began her career in Hollywood when she was just a teenager, walking the halls of Beverly Hills High School. Can you imagine being signed by MGM at age 17? That's right, when most kids were worried about Jacqueline was already on her way to becoming a movie star, but it gets even better. Over the course of her 10-year career, she was in not 1, not 2, but 25 feature films. As one of the last living links to Hollywood's golden age, Jacqueline continues to share her magical memories at film festivals and conventions. She's like a walking, talking history book of the glamorous era, and boy, does she have stories to tell. 5. Johnny Pate, the soul of Chicago. At 101 years old, Johnny Pate is still making the world a better place. This musical genius didn't just play the bass, he made it sing in ways that no one had ever heard before. From jazz clubs to recording studios, Johnny's fingers created magic that helped shape the sound of Chicago's soul. When he wasn't playing the bass, he was arranging and producing hits that made people dance all over America. Think about this, while some people were getting ready to retire, Johnny was busy making the soundtracks of our lives. He worked with everyone in the music business and turned simple songs into soul-stirring masterpieces. His arrangements didn't just make music, they made history. And today, at 101 years old, he's still remembered as one of the architects of the unforgettable Chicago sound. Priscilla Pointer, the mother of all talents, is a genuine theater treasure, who began her career in the late 1940s and is still going strong today. Priscilla made acting a family affair with her daughter, the talented Amy Irving. She showed us all what mother-daughter magic looks like on the big screen, and talk about keeping it in the family. This amazing woman didn't just raise one star, she raised two. While her daughter Amy wowed audiences, her son David directed behind the scenes. Now that's what I call a triple threat family. Priscilla's legacy isn't just about her daughter Amy Irving. In addition to the roles she played, she also created an artistic family that shows that talent really does run in the family. Seventh, Lee Grant, the unstoppable force, is 100 years old and has been wowing audiences for almost 90 years. Yes, you heard that right. She started as a child at the Metropolitan Opera in 1931, and no one knew they were watching the start of one of Hollywood's most resilient careers. From ballet shoes to the director's chair, Lee has done it all and done it with style. But here's the really amazing part. Even though Hollywood tried to push Lee Grant out during the Blacklist era, she came back stronger than ever. She didn't just go back to acting. She also went into new areas as a director and documentarian. She was nominated for an Oscar and won it. Talk about showing them what you're made of. Lee Grant isn't just a survivor, she's a thriver who proved that Americans can have second acts that are even more amazing than the first 8. Eva Marie Saint, the golden girl of Hollywood. At 100 years old, Eva Marie Saint still has the same star quality that won her an Oscar. It's hard to believe that she started her career in radio and TV when TV was just starting out, but it was her film debut in On the Waterfront opposite Marlon Brando that really set the world on fire and won her that golden Oscar. Just when you thought things couldn't get any better, Alfred Hitchcock cast her opposite Cary Grant in North. Today, Eva Marie Saint holds the oldest living Academy Award winner, carrying with her memories of Hollywood's glitziest era. Now that's what we call staying power. 9. Jane Morgan, the Melody Maker. Let's talk about Jane Morgan, who is still hitting all the right notes at 100 years old. This musical marvel didn't just sing songs. Her voice painted pictures that took people to magical places, from concert halls to TV screens. Jane's musical journey has been nothing short of amazing. Jane Morgan was an amazing artist who didn't just sing songs, she lived them. What's so great about her is that she's kept that sparkle in her eye and that song in her heart all these years. Whether she was entertaining presidents or regular people, she always brought that special Jane Morgan magic to every performance. And at 100 years old, she's still reminding us that music is one of life's sweetest gifts. 10. Maria Riva, Hollywood royalty's shining star. This is the magnificent. Maria Riva, who is 100 years old, is the daughter of the legendary Marlene Dietrich and a famous actress herself. But Maria didn't just rely on fame. She made her own way in entertainment history, starting at the age of 9 when she played young Catherine the Great. She showed the world that talent runs in the family, but that's not all that makes Maria special. She didn't just stay in front of the cameras, she became one of television's first stars during the June Lockhart was born on June 25, 1925, in the glamorous world of Hollywood. She helped shape the medium we all know and love today, and as if that wasn't enough, she shared her amazing life story in a fascinating memoir that gives us a peek behind the curtain of Hollywood's golden age. June Lockhart was born on June 25, 1925, in the glittering world of Hollywood. Her story began on the grand stage of the Metropolitan Opera, where she made her debut in. What makes her journey especially interesting is the theatrical legacy she inherited from her parents, Jean and Kathleen Lockhart. Both were accomplished actors who encouraged her natural talent from a young age. This family connection to entertainment would later inspire her daughters, Anne Lockhart and Elizabeth Lockhart, to follow in her footsteps, creating a 3-generation legacy in Hollywood. Her big break came in the 1946 movie She-Wolf of London, but it was her motherly roles in Lassie and Lost in Space that really made her famous. Although she is best known for her roles on these shows, June has a long list of other credits that show how versatile she is. These include Broadway's For Love or Money, for which she won a Tony Award, and guest roles on shows that ran for 7 decades. What many people don't know is that June is also a certified advocate for NASA and the space program, having seen over 25 space shuttle launches and landings. Her love of science and technology is clear. She is a unique person who connects the entertainment and scientific worlds. 12th Van Dyck, the man who keeps dancing through life. Few entertainers have touched as many hearts across generations as Dick Van Dyke. Born in West Plains, Missouri, in 1925, Van Dyck's rise to fame began in an unlikely place, the U.S. Army Air Forces during World War II, where he served as a radio announcer. He was turned down for service at first because he was too thin, but his determination drove him to find a way to. This early experience helped him learn how to connect with audiences, which would serve him well throughout his amazing career. After the war, he worked his way up through local radio and TV, showing the persistence that would become his trademark. The 1960s saw the start of his reign as television royalty with The Dick Van Dyke Show, where he played Rob Petrie opposite Mary Tyler Moore. His perfect comedic timing and physical comedy skills made the show a hit. A masterclass in entertainment, but it was his role as Bert the Chimney Sweep in Mary Poppins that showed off all of his skills, including singing, dancing, and making movie magic with Julie Andrews. His energy and enthusiasm were so contagious that he came back for a cameo in Mary Poppins Returns, dancing on a desk at age 93, proving that talent never fades. Throughout his career, Van DJ has lived by the philosophy that entertainment should make people happy and last a lifetime. Mel Brooks, born Melvin Kaminsky in Brooklyn in 1926, is known as the king of comedy, but he's more than that. Through laughter, he embodies the American dream. Growing up in the Great Depression, young Mel learned early on that humor could be a powerful way to survive and connect with others. His rise from being a teenage comedian in the Borch Belt to becoming one of only 18 people to win Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards shows how talented and hardworking he was. During World War II, Brooks served as a combat engineer in the U.S. Army. Brooks often diffused landmines while keeping his fellow soldiers' spirits up with impromptu comedy routines. This is just one example of how he has always used humor to deal with life's dangers. After the war, Brooks's creative genius grew. He co-created Get Smart and directed groundbreaking films that changed comedy forever. For example, the producers Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein didn't just make people laugh, they challenged social norms and showed that comedy could be both smart and silly, which is something many people don't believe. Brooks was also a smart businessman who knew how to build a franchise and sell merchandise long before it was common in Hollywood. His influence goes beyond his movies. Many modern comedians look to him as an example, and his willingness to use humor to deal with controversial topics paved the way for generations of satirists. Even though he is in his late 90s, Brooks is still sharing his wit and wisdom by publishing his memoirs All About Me in 2021. Gene Shalit, who died at age 98, left an indelible mark on entertainment journalism. This famous critic, known for his witty wordplay and unique appearance, brought film criticism to the mainstream in America through his memorable appearance on The Today Show. Before becoming a TV personality, Shalit honed his craft writing for prestigious publications like the New York Times, Cosmopolitan, and Look magazine. His analytical mind and engaging writing style made complex films easy for everyone to understand. Everyday viewers saw his mustache and bow tie as signs of thoughtful criticism in American pop culture. Shalit's work in journalism and film criticism has changed how we talk about and understand movies, making him an important figure in entertainment history. 15. Cleo Laine, the voice that transcends time. Dame Cleo Laine, who is 97 years old, is a testament to the timeless power of music. She is best known for her masterful scat singing, but she has also broken barriers and set new standards in jazz performance as the wife of jazz composer Sir John Danworth and mother of musicians Alec and Jackie Danworth. She comes from a family that has helped shape modern British jazz. Her amazing vocal range and unique approach to music have earned her a damehood and a special place in music history. Laine's ability to combine classical training with jazz improvisation has influenced many singers and musicians, and this legacy lives on through her children and the many artists she has worked with. Despite being 955 years old, James Hong has become a living legend in Hollywood, having played over 600 roles. His contributions go beyond his impressive acting resume. As co-founder of the East-West Players, he helped pave the way for Asian American representation in entertainment. His drive to create opportunities for Asian performers has made him not only an actor, but also a pioneering force for change in Hollywood. Hong's versatility as an actor has allowed him to play a wide range of characters. He played a huge variety of roles in movies and TV shows, from voice acting to dramatic roles. His ability to bring depth and authenticity to every performance has made him one of the most successful and respected actors in the business, inspiring generations of Asian American actors to follow their dreams in the entertainment industry. 17. Gene Hackman. the actor's actor at 95. Gene Hackman's legacy continues to influence modern cinema, even though he stopped acting in 2004. His powerful performances, marked by Hackman has set the standard for dramatic acting with his intense realism and deep character work. From his Academy Award-winning roles to his many memorable performances, Hackman has shown that dedication to craft can create movie magic. Since retiring from acting, Hackman has turned his creative energy into writing historical fiction, producing novels that show the same attention to detail and storytelling skill that made him famous as an actor. His books have been praised for their careful research and compelling stories, proving that 18. Clint Eastwood, the timeless storyteller. Clint Eastwood, who is now 94 years old, is still a powerful force in movies, both in front of and behind the camera. From his early days as the mysterious stranger in westerns to becoming an acclaimed director, Eastwood has always pushed the limits of storytelling. His movies often deal with tough moral issues that make people think deeply about society and human nature. What many people don't know is that Eastwood is also He was a talented musician and composer who added meaningful music to several of his movies. His dedication to many aspects of filmmaking, including acting, directing, producing, and composing, shows that he is an artist who doesn't want to be limited by traditional boundaries. He is still making powerful movies well into his 9th decade. 19. William Shatner, the Final Frontier's eternal captain at 93, continues to bravely go where few have gone before. Shatner is best known as Captain James T. Kirk from Star Trek. Shatner went beyond the limits of traditional entertainment. His charisma and unique voice have made him an icon in popular culture, and his willingness to take on new challenges have kept him relevant across generations. In 2021, at age 90, he made history by becoming the oldest person to travel to space, proving that adventure knows no age limit. His journey from TV star to space tourist shows how to live a life full of curiosity and courage through acting, writing, music, and space travel. 20. Sir Michael Caine, the Cockney King of cinema, is 91 years old and has been in the entertainment business for over 70 years. His unique Cockney accent and wide range of roles, from lead roles to supporting ones, have made him a beloved figure in international cinema for over 70 years. His 2 Academy Awards are proof of his amazing range as an actor. Outside of acting, Caine has shared his wisdom through many public speaking engagements. His quick wit and honest thoughts on getting older in public have made him more than just an actor. They have also made him a role model for younger generations. By continuing to work and be present in the industry, he shows that real talent only gets better with time.